What's up, YouTube? It's Eric, a Lions fan. Thanks for clicking on this video. I wanted to give a real quick my pregame thoughts on the New York Giants Detroit Lions game. And guys, I gotta come out here with a little disclaimer here. I'm feeling a little bit under the weather. My stomach's a little bit off, and I got a little bit of a headache. And I honestly, I woke up about an hour ago. I wasn't feeling too good. I just I guess I just needed some sleep. So anyway, I want to go in here and get started here. I think the Lions are going to win today because the the New York Giants historically, at least in the short term, haven't been a very good team. Even with Eli Manning back there, uh, I don't honestly even know if Eli Manning's going to start today. I don't know if they got somebody in the wings into the future into that role or not. I don't follow the Giants, so I don't necessarily know what's going on. The Gridiron Blitz, Derek P. Fields from the Gridiron Blitz. What's going on, buddy? Um, Darius Slay is also out. I seen on ESPN, and I kind of looked at who's the inactive list today on ESPN. Harrison said that he's active today. He's got a groin injury, but he's gonna be in today, or he's at least he can play. Let's go ahead and put it that way. I just think the Lions today, even though they're reeling and they're at a three-game losing streak, I think today they kind of rebound and they come back. They come back today. Now, Mondo Ray Moore, he's one of my subscribers here. He seems to think it's going to be a loss, and it very well could be a loss if they kind of think that they're still kind of reeling, and if they are what kind of whatever happens today, if they're still reeling, along with Quandre Diggs getting pushed out of Detroit and going to Seattle and getting traded. That might have a little bit of sentiment. Maybe that's a little bit of a bad taste in their mouth that they don't want to kind of come out and play. Which I don't think that necessarily that's going to happen. But you never know in today's NFL if the front office and the players don't necessarily agree, that could happen. But I don't think it's anywhere near that point yet. But you may see a little bit of play from Will Harris, and I can't remember who the other Wilson I think is the other cornerback or safety that could be. It's going to get a little bit more playing time, so we're going to have to go ahead and see how those guys do. Honestly, I think the offense kind of rebounds. I don't necessarily say that they're going to rebound, that they haven't had a bad game or anything. This is the kind of bad luck's kind of falling on the Lions the last 3 weeks. I'll go ahead and I'll put it that way. I think they come out with a win today. I don't think the Giants are going to put up. I think the Giants are going to put up a fight, but in the end, I think they're going to kind of come away with the Giants at least are going to come away with a loss, and Lions are going to come away with a win. It's just going to go have to go ahead and see what really what team comes out and kind of plays today with all that's kind of happened this week with Diggs being traded, and now I see Slay's going to be out with I can't remember what it said on here. I still got it up here. Let me go ahead and see what it says here real quick. Harrison's groin, and he says he's active, and Darius Slay, I guess, still has some hamstring issues that he says that he is still out. So that could be a problem. I don't necessarily know. We're just going to have to go ahead and see what kind of happens here. I don't think there's necessarily really anything more to say than even just that, I guess. I just think the Lions are going to come away with a win here because I don't think the G-men are necessarily competitive just yet. Let me go ahead and say that. I think they're probably last in the NFC East, and the Lions are last in the NFC North, but the NFC North is the most competitive division in football. Let's go ahead and put it that way, because you have the Packers, which they're playing ungodly. Let's go ahead and put it that way. With Aaron Rodgers there, you kind of suspected something's going on there. But I don't think anyone really even thought that the Packers were even going to be as good as they really even are. It was very much a surprise. It was a surprise to me because I would have thought they would have been kind of third or even towards the last place there. You have the the Chicago Bears, which are kind of they play good one week, and then like last week they didn't necessarily play all that well. They're kind of up and down. You have Kirk Cousins and the Minnesota Vikings that throttled the Lions last week. I don't necessarily know how that even happened, but that ended up happening. I thought that was going to be a Lions win. And then you have us at the bottom of the division here. I just think, guys, today that we just come out with a win. I'm going to go ahead and put it that way. It's necessarily going to be can the offense score in the red zone, and is the defense not going to be out on the field a whole lot and kind of have to play have to be out there to get the win. Let's go ahead and put it that way. The offense must sustain drives. They must go down and they must score touchdowns. Just get the guys kind of back on their feet here and going back up here with a win. That's kind of what I really want to see. Get them back up on their feet, get them back up on the win, because a three-game losing streak, a 3-week losing streak is more or less kind of what it is. It's not good for the team and not good for the morale of the team. We know that Matt Patricia has said and came out that he's very happy with how the team's playing, and he's happy that we, the fans, are behind them, especially with the loss to the Packers there. That kind of cemented it for me that he was in on the Lions there. But Pasqualoni's going to have to come up and try to think of new ways and kind of different looks and kind of the same thing to get the Lions to win, much how Michigan won against Notre Dame last night. That I thought was very surprising. And we'll get into that here with my kind of the weekend wrap-up is kind of what I want to do. And I got a couple of thoughts there on that game and on the Michigan State game, and probably is going to be on this game here as well. But I know there's not really a whole lot of content or anything like that here, guys, but I really do think the Lions are going to win today. Like I said, they have to get their red zone efficiency back. The offense has got to be out there to sustain drives, keep the offense off the field, and the Lions are going to end up with a win. They're going to end up with a win regardless of what happens. I don't think the Giants are just quite there yet, and we kind of know why they're at down there in the last place there. Derek also says from the Gridiron Blitz, I had the Packers 6-10. Hey, I think everyone had the Packers probably right there, probably 8-8, 7-9, 6-10 there, Derek. And Chris Wink says, I hope so. Kind of going back to I think you're kind of going back to what the Lions kind of said here. What I said about the Lions kind of getting back up there on their feet and whatnot. But I'm going to go ahead and leave it there here, guys. I'm still kind of feeling under the weather. My stomach's kind of upset, and I got a little bit of a headache today. And with the weather up here in Michigan, it's gloomy. It's been raining for, 12 hours, I think, or something like that. I don't think it's quite been that long, but it seems that long. I mean, it's dreary, and it's kind of messing with my head, kind of making me have a headache here. But I'm going to go ahead and leave you here, guys. I'll probably be back right after the Lions game, and we'll do the weekend wrap-up here, kind of giving my thoughts on Michigan State. I'm going to give my thoughts on Michigan. I'm also going to give my thoughts on the Lions, and I'm also going to kind of talk about the Red Wings here. I don't know if anyone's a Red Wings fan or kind of anything like that, but I'm going to go ahead and come up here on YouTube Live. It's just going to be me. I'll try to answer your guys' questions over here on the side if you guys have any. We're just going to go ahead and kind of do a little bit of a banter. I may do a little bit of StreamYard, kind of maybe bring some other folks in. Derek, if you kind of want to join me on that, that's perfectly fine. But I kind of want to do the inaugural thing of kind of coming in here and giving my kind of thoughts on it here. So, guys, I really want to appreciate everyone that kind of came on here. If you guys are from the New York area or a Giants fan, I appreciate you coming back here in probably about 5 hours. We're going to go ahead and discuss that. And if you guys are Lions fans, I really do appreciate you guys coming in. I want to give a big shout out to Derek from the Gridiron Blitz coming on here. I also wanted to, Chris Wink, I want to thank you for coming on here, giving your thoughts on here just a little bit. And we're going to go ahead and kind of see what it does here in just about 4 hours. We're going to do a little bit of banter in Michigan and Michigan State and also Red Wings. And I kind of been following the Pistons here just a little bit. I haven't really done a video yet here, but the Pistons, I kind of like what I see from there. Chris Wink also says on here, let me get this out. I got a little all recipes thing kind of coming up here. Chris Wink also says, good content, my guy. Keep it up. Thank you, buddy. And Frank Pfister also says, Lions by 3. Book it. I'm going to say Lions by 10, Frank. All right, guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I really hope to see you guys again soon. Deuces. Take care, guys.